Happy Turkey Day, ladies and gentlemen.
We even got the gourds, we got the decor, we got Mr. and Mrs. Thanksgiving. And this is really sad, but Mr. Thanksgiving over here is widowed. Can't seem to find his wife anywhere.
He's a poor pilgrim.
Yeah, it's sad. So we are ready to take on Thanksgiving 2019 in all its glory because we're ready to eat. And Thanksgiving is my all-time favorite holiday because it's only about eating. No presents, no craziness.
And being thankful, which we are very thankful for everyone and everything in our life. So at the start of the show, I would just like to thank you for watching and being a part of our little Lee and Z keeping an interesting community. We got a lot of stuff in store for you for the month of December. A lot of holiday Christmas stuff. And we're going to try to take it to new heights next year. So keep watching and hopefully keep being entertained.
We've got a lot of changes coming. A lot of life changes coming. You know. Lee's 30 now. Can you do the honors of busting open our alcohol so that we can get started here?
Absolutely. So we tried a beer at, was it Hoptoberfest?
What was it? Oh, for my old job?
Yes.
Maybe
which was
that's
put
what it
on
was called.
by Wolf Country.
Yeah.
And it was benefit for child cancer, but they had a bunch of different beers there.
Oh, I forgot it was there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to look so confused.
No, totally. And so we tried this beer called Minky Boodle, which I have two good friends, drummer in my band, Sam, who is a total beer snob in the best way possible. And
yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just pricey.
Yes, the guitarist in my band, Matt, is a beer distributor. So they both give me the lowdown on all the cool beers. And Matt brought Minky Boodle to band practice, and we tried it. So then the next weekend we went to Hoptoberfest, and it is delicious. One of my favorite beers I've had in a long time. It tasted like a slightly sour raspberry jam.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like, what's that jam you like from Wegmans? Is it mixed berry or triple berry or
triple
something?
berry jam from Wegmans is the only jelly you should have on your PB&J. And this is coming from the resident PB&J expert of Syracuse.
That's true. You're 5, not 30. My mom and I went out to breakfast yesterday, and my grandma, G. Viggs, she was like going through the whole little container of jellies on the table, and she's like, they have the triple berry, right? I only like the triple berry. And we're like throwing all the jellies all over. I'm like, damn, girl.
And for the entire month, I think all of the sales for Minky Boodle were being given to the Susan G. Coleman breast cancer charity, which is awesome too. So we got some of those. Really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I think you liked it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw this can, noticed that it's similar artwork. I was right. It actually is from Thin Man Brewery, which also makes the Minky Boodle. And that is in collaboration. This beer is in collaboration with Cigar City Brewing. It is called War Sombrero. And my friend Matt, who is the beer distributor, told us that we were there like a half hour after him. So we got some really good beers coming up for you in the next coming episodes. But this one is called War Sombrero. Collab beer from Thin Man Brewery and Cigar City Brewing. Been liking a lot of the collabs lately. We've been seeing a lot of collabs.
Yeah, please. I don't think we ever did get to display it on here, but that one with like 10 of the local ones was really good. Things like that.
I really like that. Middle Ages is doing a beer in collaboration with Kase Ramen. Mm-hmm. And I might be saying that incorrectly, so I apologize if I am, but it is brewed with ramen noodles.
As far as I know, I tried to understand it. I was like, ramen noodle beer. And then the guy was like, it doesn't taste like ramen noodles. And I'm like, oh.
I mean, it doesn't taste like ramen, but it is made with ramen noodles.
Yeah, I thought so.
So it's definitely ramen noodle beer. I don't understand why.
I don't know. We went to go out and try it on Friday. We had my uncle's birthday. So we'll have to get there.
War Sombrero, cool artwork, cool name. Thin Man Cigar Brewing Company.
Hashtag beer snobs.
Looks like the kind of beer that I would like.
Yes, it sure does.
Both the can and this pleasant, hazy lemon color.
Oh my gosh, it's insane! It's insane! Don't speak on it yet, but you don't even expect what you get. So this is Thanksgiving episode, our first one ever, our second Thanksgiving together. The best beer pairing for Thanksgiving, I googled it, is a saison.
Saison.
Sauvignon Blanc.
We had a hard time finding saisons at Wegmans.
We don't.
But
I don't mean it mean, but we don't have time to go all over Q's to look for a saison.
We know nothing. I know Omegang. Omegang has one that I really enjoy.
That's the one we were looking for.
And they do have it in big bottles in Wegmans, but it's like $11, and it would get us drunk.
Yeah, which
off
obviously
our asses on this show if we try to drink it. So
I'm sure y'all know that. The $11 that we'd get for that one beer, which, by the way, you'd obviously have to drink that night because it'll be flat if you don't.
Yeah.
You can spend that $11 and get 6 beers from the different selection. Yeah. So
if you're going somewhere and you want to sound fancy,
saison.
Definitely go get that bottle of Omegang Saison.
And bring it to Thanksgiving.
Sound real classy, explaining to your family that it is the most recommended beer pairing for your Thanksgiving meal.
Turkey Day. So, what would you go with as your favorite side? I mean, I know that you're super picky, but to everyone else in the world, that's real normal.
Yeah.
We love Thanksgiving sides.
For sure. I mean, I am a potato guy, so mashed potatoes definitely are most of my meal on Thanksgiving, but mashed potatoes is also something that I have pretty often, so I wouldn't say that's my favorite. Rolls and butter. I'm a really plain Jane guy. I only eat like
worst.
A very small slice of turkey, small slice of ham if they have it. I'm really not into the meats either, so Thanksgiving is fun for me. I like to see my family and stuff, but it's not my favorite meal of the year.
Oh, what is your favorite meal of the year? Your birthday?
Yeah, usually my birthday meal when my mom makes fried chicken.
Okay.
But to answer your question, I love cranberry sauce.
And it's so weird because I don't, and you're like the pickiest person I've met in my entire year.
And
27 years.
The real cranberry sauce with actual cranberries in it. The stuff that comes right out of the can. It looks like it's can shaped. I want to slice or two of that.
Sick.
I'm in heaven. I love that stuff.
You're making me sick. I was going to say stuffing, but then I remembered my brother and I don't like my grandma's. I'm sorry, G-Vigs, but she knew. Zach told her a couple of years ago. So she started buying stovetop too. That's so mean. It's just, I guess we're used to the box. That's really it. Yeah. Mine is what I bring, actually. The easiest thing to whip up, the cheapest donation to Thanksgiving dinner, green bean casserole with extra crispy onions on top.
Whoop, whoop.
And I was always weary about that because I used to hate mushrooms. Now I like them a little bit. The cream of mushroom soup, you don't taste the mushrooms.
Yeah.
With the beans, it just makes it creamy. And then you got those crispy onions. So good. And then my grandma makes coleslaw, which I don't even like, but she puts cranberries and all this, so it's very sweet. And yeah. And then my grandparents put out that, what is it, like a relish tray or whatever. So I eat all of the black olives and pickles and stuff. But that's probably my go-to is the green bean casserole.
I just started eating stuffing a couple years ago. I've always been creeped out about it because they're like cooked inside.
It's just
the
like
bird.
Breadcrumbs though, and you like breadcrumbs.
But I dig it. I really do love it.
Yeah.
I love it now. I eat it every year.
My grandparents don't put it inside the thing though.
Yeah.
And that is
You know
creepy.
what I also like? Which is a more recent thing, but sweet potato with the marshmallows on top.
Oh, they make that too. I literally eat like 3 sides, but Thanksgiving is still my favorite because there's no stress of buying presents and stupid stuff like that. You just hang with your fam all day. What?
Nothing.
So what pie you going with when dessert comes out?
You know, cherry pie is probably my favorite fruit pie. I really love cherry pie.
Oh, God.
Chocolate pie, though, is probably my all-time favorite pie.
Yep, that's me too.
Whipped cream.
G-Vigs puts out the pumpkin, the apple, and the chocolate. And I'm like, girl, why waste your time? Give all of us chocolate, like 3 chocolate pies, call it a day. That graham cracker crust and a crap ton of whipped cream.
Yeah.
Is so good.
I have consistency issues, so like pecan pie and pumpkin pie, they taste really good.
Oh.
And I do like them. I'll have a piece every once in a while, but like the gelatin...
I feel you.
I don't like
I don't like pumpkin except for pumpkin roll. That's it. Yeah, so obviously love that we get to go to 2 Thanksgivings. It's a lot and you want to go to sleep after the first one, but so many leftovers for days, turkey sandwiches, all that. That's the thing though, when you're in a relationship, you got to go to 2-3 Thanksgivings, holidays in a day, and it's like, man, get me home and in bed and unbutton my pants.
Absolutely.
Because I'm fat.
A nap at some point in the day is like mandatory. What's your favorite part of leftovers though? You know what I love to do is with leftover mashed potatoes, I love to like mix in like cheese.
Oh, you put them in the frying pan,
and then I will fry them in like little balls, but it'll basically come out to like a kind of a thicker potato pancake.
It's almost like a potato skin minus the skin.
Yeah,
it's real good.
I love it.
Leftovers on Christmas, I like the ham. So I guess this one probably the turkey because I like to just make sandwiches out of it for the next few days.
Well, I'm hoping Karen makes a ham this year. Mom, if you're listening, don't go out of your way. I'm just joking. Because she will, if she hears this, she will
That's
actually
what my grandma does.
And buy a ham.
If Grandma Biggers finds out about anything that we slightly admit or want or whatever, she goes right out, which is the best and so sweet and everything. But it's like, girl, I appreciate it, but like, you know, don't want to put you out and things like that.
You know what I've always wanted to try too is deep fried turkey, but I don't want to set my house on fire, so I've never done it.
What is it? Fried specialties at the fair. When I worked at my old radio job, they came with their little food truck to our work, and Heather and I ate, I think it was a Thanksgiving sandwich that they were bringing to the fair a couple of years ago, debuting it. So they had fried stuffing, fried cheese, fried mashed potatoes. I think there's cranberry to like make the sandwich, you know, like you would have mustard or mayo on a sandwich. It's the cranberry that makes it whatever, not dry. And then turkey, everything was fried. And it was huge. And of course, if you bought it at the fair, it was, you know, like $10-15. But it was well worth it. So when we got it, it was like, oh my God, everything you've ever wanted in a fried Thanksgiving meal. Like, you would have liked that. Even if you took pieces out of stuff that you didn't like and you ate the rest.
You know what's also really cool is Funkin' Waffles Thanksgiving waffle, which Matt always has every time we have a show.
I think Tiff got that once and I tried it and I really liked it a lot.
Stuffing waffle, potatoes, gravy, turkey. I think there's a little cranberry sauce in there too.
Yeah, I think one of your shows, Tiff got that and she let me try a bite because I'm always like,
And if you're into Thanksgiving, you can get that year-round. Funkin' Waffle Syracuse.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to them.
So, any traditions that you've always done that, I mean, I know we had our first one together last year, but...
Thanksgiving, I mean, I always go to my mom's house, and I usually spend the holiday with my dad's family at my parents' house. Don't really see my mom's family. I think we've gone and eaten with them once. We might as well do it right now.
What? Oh, is that
so? We're gonna
is
talk
that a
about,
thing?
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the record of the week since we're talking about traditions. The record of the week is my yearly. I've been doing this probably for 20 years or so now. Every year I listen to Alice's Restaurant Massacre.
Hippie Central.
If you've never heard it,
it's like 18 minutes.
It's an 18-minute rambling, absurdist masterpiece by the one and only Arlo Guthrie. I saw him at Omegang a few years ago. He did not sing the song. He doesn't do it live anymore, I don't think.
It's like so long.
He is the son of legendary folk artist Woody Guthrie and he has written a bunch of cool songs. This is actually the original motion picture score of Alice's Restaurant. So there's a couple different versions of it, but this is the version I have. You can also hear it every year on Rebel Rock Radio with Dave Frasina. He plays it every year.
I actually listened to it at work the other day.
Yeah.
Not the full thing, but I remember my boss at Frank's. I think it was last year or the year before, whenever he started helping out around there, he was like, Zed, you hear of Alice's Restaurant? And I'm like, I seriously don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, I don't. And he knows that I'm one of, like, the youngest people that work there, which, like, it's not a dig, but it's just, like, I don't know. Like, my mom never told me about this. Yeah. And then he told me, and I was like, oh, okay. I feel you. So when I saw him last night at work, I was like, you gonna listen to Alice's Restaurant or what? Like, come on.
It's just a delightful story about littering and police and avoiding the draft. But it's really cool. So you can just find a full version of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Rebel Rocks Radio. Go to your local vinyl shop. You can probably find a version of it. But with your morning coffee, I suggest you do that and start a tradition this year if you're not already doing it.
So my tradition every single year is, since I can remember, my mom and I wake up and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And I think it starts at 8. I always, every year, hope it starts at 9. But it starts at 8. And we drink coffee and we look at the Black Friday ads. And we watch the whole thing from 8 till noon or 9, whichever times it is. Mm-hmm. But a couple years, my mom's like, Grandma wants us to come over early and help. Of course I want to help my family, but I'm like, don't cut me short on my Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Like, I like to see every act, every float, everything.
What's your favorite part about it?
It's just, we've always done it. Like, there's always new artists and new floats, and even, I don't know if it was this year or last year. It might have been last year, and I feel bad. Local schools even make it in, their bands, things like that. So it's just a tradition, and I don't know. And
it's definitely cool. My favorite part of it is the floats. I like the floats.
I like the ones that they've had in there since day one.
I mean, the balloons is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, we've just always done that. We've done Black Friday ads, coffee, just getting a start to our day, but like calm. And then
my least favorite part of the Macy's Day Parade is something that is a pet peeve of mine: lip syncing.
I knew you were gonna say that. I hate it. And I always look at my mom and I'm like, maybe they're actually singing. No one's singing.
Some of them do, I feel like.
I don't know, but I can never tell. And I'm like, that one's definitely lip syncing.
Yeah.
Makes me so mad.
If they're on the ground in like a stationary spot, they usually give them a live mic.
Okay, but my point is that when they're especially stopped, like I can see if you're going through the, you're moving, but you're a singer. Like, that makes me mad. I mean, I'm not one, so I don't know, but still. All right, so
let me ask you a quick question.
What's up?
Do you call it dressing or stuffing?
I've always called it stuffing, but
if you call it dressing, you're a lunatic.
No! Some people call it stuffing because they stuff it in the bird. Some people, that think like that don't stuff it in the bird, call it dressing. I've just always called it stuffing.
Listen, I'm not calling anything dressing unless it goes on top of a salad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought dressing was.
Yeah.
I've never, stuffing is like a box. I think that's what the stovetop box shows.
Yeah.
On the label.
And
that stuff don't come from the turkey.
Absolutely. This debate reminds me of my friend Ben Abate, who's from New Jersey, and calls meat sauce gravy.
Like marinara?
Yeah. Like a spaghetti, with
okay,
meatballs.
But that's a little
It's called gravy, apparently, in his homeland.
Okay, but that's, I think, a little bit more okay, because gravy goes on top of potatoes, at least what we think, or on top of turkey, or whatever the hell you use gravy for. Meat sauce also goes on top of pasta and things like that. Dressing goes on salad. Not a side dish that you eat. I mean, yes, I've put my finger in ranch dressing out of the little side cups before from fast food restaurants, but you know, I don't feel shame about it, clearly. But dressing goes on top of things. It's not a side on Thanksgiving. I can at least go with the gravy sauce type of thing.
Yeah, so in this house, in this town,
in
stuffing
this house,
all the way.
lay down the law. So this year in 2019 Thanksgiving, what would you say that you're thankful for? I know we always do it going around the table at my grandparents' house, but it's Thanksgiving podcast week, so just lay it on me.
I am thankful for a lot. I mean, I'm thankful for everything. I'm very incredibly grateful at this point in my life for my family and my friends and this beautiful home that we have together. I am looking forward to new opportunities in 2020.
Yeah.
For both of us.
Yeah. I feel you.
So I'm really thankful for that. The new opportunity. An opportunity for a new beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least career-wise.
I get you. Usually I say, my job. I'm kind of switching jobs right now. Mm-hmm. But I am thankful for the year that I've spent at my job because it's been amazing. I am thankful for the fact that I am able to go and do whatever I want with you and my family and my friends by my side. Everyone's been really supportive. I got in a car accident. I'm switching jobs. I'm living in Cuse. Like, a lot's been going on, and I guess, if the end of this, even the people at my job that I'm leaving, I guess I'm going to say I'm really, really thankful in 2019 for the support around me. My grandparents, my parents, you, and the people at my job and your parents are amazing to me. Yeah. And they've really helped me grow and learn and reassure me that whatever I'm doing next, I'm going to do it and I'll be fine. So
absolutely. We both have really good support systems. So if you're listening
cheers
to this,
to that.
Cheers to you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 fun facts about Thanksgiving because I found these online and I thought, okay, they're super corny, but I didn't know them, so maybe other people don't, and maybe they'll be geeking out just even a tiny bit. So, the Butterball Turkey Talk Line answers 100,000 calls each season. So if there's ever an issue, you can call up, hit them up, Butterball Turkey Hotline, and they'll answer. They've got you. I don't know if it's just turkey questions. I didn't find that out, but it could be side dishes, pies, what to place, where the fork and the spoon and the knife go, and the fancy schmancy dinners. I don't know.
As somebody who works at a call center, I find that hilarious. These people just have a job. It's probably a part, like a...
I know, I was going to say, I wonder if they step in once a year. Or maybe someone that works there all year kind of just takes the shit job for... What's the word?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Picks up the slack.
Yeah. Basically.
They're probably seasonal workers, I would guess, but I don't know.
I want to do that as a job, just that one day out of the year to see what the hell people are calling about.
That would be awesome. And I would probably be good at it. So.
I used to work at Plainville Turkey Farm, and I only, it was right before they closed, so that was the last year they were open. And it was the only Thanksgiving I ever had to work in my life. And I loved it. I know that I missed out on Thanksgiving meals with my family. But working Thanksgiving, oh my God. Just seeing everybody and all the families and stuff. It was so cool. Like, yeah. Plainville Turkey Farm was historic. And I was just talking about it last night when I was waitressing. It's like, that applesauce bread, no one can ever beat it.
Mm-hmm. I used to work the movies during the holiday season. I worked at the movies, but during the holiday season, it was especially busy. So Thanksgiving and Christmas Day, even Christmas Eve, huge night for the movies. Mm-hmm. And those were always fun. Mm-hmm. Even though I missed time with family with school to work through the rush and had a lot of friends there. So that's definitely something that I remember fondly.
The other fun fact, so obviously if you ever need help, turkey's on fire, like on the movie Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, National Lampoons. What's Uncle Eddie's wife? She goes, I knew we put it in too early, and the thing like explodes and it doesn't even cook. So my other fun fact for you is Black Friday is the busiest day of the year for plumbers. The day after Thanksgiving, shitter's full. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Thanks, Christmas Vacation's my favorite movie in the entire world. Oh my gosh, I think it's what, the 30th anniversary or something?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I think that shitter's full is her favorite movie quote of all time. She says it all the time.
I'm
it's
sorry.
Hilarious.
I'm not sorry, actually.
No, you shouldn't be.
What do you got for me?
So, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, obviously, is the most busy night at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Drinksgiving.
It's actually called Drinksgiving?
Yeah. Drinksgiving! Maybe that's just like a local thing. I don't know. Maybe I've been...
I don't know that I knew that up until I started working as a waitress, because... when I used to work Monday, Wednesday, and like Saturdays or something permanently. So Wednesday, obviously, that night, I was like, okay, no one's going to come in here. No one did go in the dining room, but people were packed at the bar. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really know. Then again, that was the first year I was able to drink. But yeah, so.
Shout out, by the way. There is a album release party at Funk and Waffles. BSG.
Oh yeah, we're going.
And Chiggin, which are two of my drummer Sam's bands that he plays bass in. Really excited about that. And then we're getting together at Benjamin's later in the night with it's a private party with a bunch of my homeboys.
Our dude,
Dami C is the man.
He made sure that we were going to have the most lit Thanksgiving Eve Drinksgiving in the entire world. And we are going to have bouncers and cocktail waitresses and our own area to dance.
We're really excited about this private party.
Am I even going to make it to Thanksgiving? I don't know.
We can't be too hungover.
Right. But, like, it's always good to eat all the
So
food.
if you go out and you're in Syracuse, maybe you'll see us at the Funk.
At Benjamin's.
Maybe Benjamin's dance floor, yeah.
Do you have another one or just...
Yeah, so this is a fun fact that I learned... in prep for this show. The first Macy's parade was actually had Central Park Zoo animals. So animals from the Central Park Zoo. They didn't have floats. Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
I forget every year I think they say something about like either Snoopy or Garfield has been like the longest, probably those two have been the longest running balloon float, whatever. To think that I think I saw this somewhere and it was something about they got the animals somewhere, but they legit had like zebra, like everything, like like all the exotic ones that you'd think of, they had. I don't know. I'm so used to seeing all the awesome. Excuse me. What are they? What's the leg people?
The leg people?
Yeah. The ones.
The Rockettes.
Yeah.
I literally no idea.
Stop. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I've never seen them. I would love to go to, and hopefully next year, I'm trying to encourage my family to make plans to go to New York for a weekend next December so that we can do all the holiday stuff. I've never been in New York City for the holidays, so I would really like that. Even going to the Rockettes would be cool, even though it's kind of...
cliche.
It's cliche and outdated. It's not really a thing, but it's like...
I would love to either hit the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but again, I would like to know that all my family's with me because I wouldn't want to not spend Thanksgiving with them.
Even if you just did it with your mom, though, that would be fun.
Oh my god, I would die if my mom and I got to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade together. It would be insane. I know that we would freeze our ass off, but that is like our thing. I would bring our coffee and I would bring the Black Friday ads.
You would just have to have your family, like... You could leave when it's over and be back in Syracuse at like
I stay until
7.
the end.
No,
I watch it until the end. We'd have to have dinner super late that day.
Late dinner, yeah.
So that, or like the tree lighting. I would never do the New Year's Eve type of thing though, because that's like people pee their pants and stuff. So I just can't be doing that. The other thing coming up in 2 weeks, actually,
December
is
6th.
the Mattydale Christmas tree lighting. It's not the first tree lighting, right? Or is it?
I'm not sure when the one in the city is. I'm pretty sure that's this weekend.
No,
It usually is.
the Mattydale one. I mean, there's always a little tree lit
They've
up.
always had a tree lit up, but it's the first like ceremonial get together
Like downtown.
for the tree lighting.
Yeah, and there's a party after, and I'm running the show.
Yeah, so our very own Zanetta Chapman is DJing and emceeing the event.
I'm stoked.
And we are super excited for that to go down.
There's gonna be games,
participate.
crafts, prizes. You're gonna be able to get your hair done. There's face painting. There's gonna be what the hell is it? It's this thing.
Every adult that goes gets a raffle ticket.
Yep.
And every child that goes has a passport where they go through every activities. And at the end they get to pick a prize.
Do all your stops. Cool. What's that van that goes around with the books? Somebody started it here locally. The teach. Oh, shit.
We are both blanking on the name of it right now, but yes.
I'm sorry.
It is a van that goes around with books promoting literacy. And I think they sell
to make
books,
sure that even people that can't afford it, things like that, kids still get to read. So lots going on. Friday, December 6th.
Mattydale Community Center.
Oh, yeah, the Civic Center.
Yeah.
I went last week to the meeting, and so they've got it all organized, and lots of... Oh, there's going to be snacks and things like that, too. I mean, if the tree lighting and being with your friends and family isn't enough, there's going to be free snacks.
So shout out to the organizers. I think there's like a group of 5 moms that were spearheading the event.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women coming together to make sure this happens and stays really, really organized and... things like that and goes well.
The man I jokingly refer to and lovingly refer to as the Mattydale Mayor, Dan Cicerelli, is involved.
Congrats!
Congrats on him winning the election, taking over his dad's seat on the town council, the town of Salina. I forget what his actual title is, but he won the election recently. Friend of ours, friend of the show. Really cool. He was also involved in this. When is it appropriate to put up your Christmas tree?
Today.
The big question.
Okay, but technically if it was a normal year, we would have put it up after Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving would have been 2-3 days ago or whatever.
Yes.
So,
Thanksgiving is falling late this year. We could not wait.
So typically I don't know that I've ever really had a rule. Thanksgiving Day is really when you take in Thanksgiving, okay? Is there... I don't know, there's maybe some turkey runs and things like that, but is there anything really like Christmas tree lightings and going to see the lights and going Christmas shopping and the list and going to see Santa, just things like that. There's really multiple things you do before Christmas besides just Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But Thanksgiving is like a one-day type of thing.
It is, for sure. I mean, it's kind of lumped up. There's 2 main holidays in the fall season. Halloween, which is all scary, and then Thanksgiving, which is a celebration of the harvest. Obviously, you know, America. Fuck yeah.
Oh my God.
But there really isn't like very many Thanksgiving activities. Of course, you can go leave. You can go look at the leaves.
That's just like fall in general.
Yeah, it's just fall in general.
And like you could go make like Snow Angel or something. That's just winter in general. But there's mad Christmas activities. So I think there really shouldn't be a rule on, oh, you put your tree up before Thanksgiving. It doesn't mean you're not going to soak up Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And like I think maybe the whole week you start to prep for Thanksgiving and your family comes in and things like that. Doesn't mean you can't have your tree up.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I ever have until this year because, I don't know, just, yeah, it came late this year. Mm-hmm. But I don't have a rule, so.
Yeah.
So, let's just, like, wrap things up. We had, oh, man. You turned 30 last week.
I'm having
You're old AF now.
I know. I'm having, like, a third life crisis.
Third? Well, when you're 10, 20, and 30? What happened at 10?
No, it's like I'm a third the way through my life.
No, you don't think of it like that.
Maybe a quarter of the way if I'm 120.
Jeez, man.
I've kind of been thinking about that.
You're super morbid.
I picked up a mini fridge and my back went out. I'm feeling old here.
And I told you not to,
Yeah.
but...
I stink.
Yeah. Okay. I would have helped you is my point. And now I'm like dealing with the aftermath too, but...
She had walked in on me crying earlier.
So...
But I really enjoyed my birthday. I had a fun time with some friends. We went out with your grandma and your mother. I had really good chicken and waffles, by the way.
At Chili's.
At Chili's.
Our family donates so much money to keep Chili's open.
God, they love Chili's.
They're like 4 times a week.
I haven't been to Chili's in a long time, but I had the chicken and waffles. They have like a Nashville hot chicken type sauce on the chicken. It was way too much for one person to eat. I ended up not finishing the last 2 waffles.
It was too much for me.
But
my mom and I always get the burger
really
sliders. The reason we are regulars there is because they have really, really cheap margaritas and they're really strong. So you could buy 1 or 2 and be set.
Yeah. And they have a rewards program.
Yeah, you get free chips and salsa, free dessert once in a while, not even just on your birthday. Yep.
So that was fun. We got a bunch of free stuff there.
So we want to tell you that we have been pretty much, we have this kind of schedule basically that we come home a little bit later than others, 6:30, 7 o'clock. We don't have kids even, I guess is my point, that we just work our jobs and come home kind of a little bit later. We do a bunch of things.
I'm in the band. She has a DJ business.
Just a lot of stuff. We try to be productive, things like that. And then at the end of the night, we sit down for dinner at 11 o'clock at night.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, I know.
Not a great habit.
But that's just our schedule. We don't work till 10. Yeah. So, we then start to watch our Netflix shows while we eat dinner because our parents aren't going to tell us not to eat dinner on the couch and not at the dinner table because we live on our own now. Mm-hmm. You're 30. Sorry. I was watching this show called Insatiable, and it was about kind of this girl that was a mess, and then this pageant coach that was a mess, and then he helped her become, Miss whatever. And along the way, there was this crazy drama type of stuff going on.
Yeah.
It was corny, funny,
very
good, though.
Corny, very, chick flicky. I didn't watch every episode with her, but they do inject some, really off-the-wall, intelligent humor every once in a while.
No, it's done right.
Some of the throwaway lines, if you're really paying attention, are oh, well, that's kind of funny. I actually enjoyed it, the episodes that I watched.
The thing is that when he has band and I'm done with my productivity for the night, I start shows without him that I feel he won't like that Beauty Queen show, but then when I'm still watching it when he comes back, he kind of gets into some of that too. Yeah. The other thing is The End of the Effing World Season 2 came out about a month ago, and I think, man, that came out over a year ago.
Yeah.
That's the crappy thing about Netflix sometimes. Even you guys with Game of Thrones and things like that. We've been waiting so long, we don't even remember. And yeah, they give you a recap, but still.
Yeah.
So
End of the Effing World. She doesn't like when I say the F word on the show. The End of the Effing World.
My grandma watches.
Well. The End of the Effing World is a very good dark comedy, I would characterize it as. It's about 2 teenagers who fall in love and kind of go on an adventure. Last season was very good. This season was very good. I think they announced that it's not going to have a 3rd season.
Are you serious?
Which is kind of sad. I might be wrong about that.
I don't even remember
but
that
I'm pretty sure I read that. But I really enjoyed it. Again, a dark comedy. Kids have attitude problems. They end up going on this crazy
horrible
adventure. And
we're not going to give anything away, obviously. It's just a recommendation. Insatiable, The End of the Effing World, Season 1 and 2. Insatiable had 2 or 3 seasons, and I watched all of them.
Yeah.
Really good. And then the other one was the Paul Rudd show, Living
Love
with
Paul
Yourself.
Rudd ever since I watched Clueless with my sister 100 times
Throwback.
in the 90s. Paul Rudd is the man. Love that guy.
That's a nostalgic, like, really old spot for him. Clueless.
Yeah. Here's the brother that she falls in love with at the end.
Her brother?
No, I think they're what are they called?
No, I think he worked for her dad. They're not related.
No, I think their parents are married.
No.
I'm pretty sure she's his stepbrother.
That's like the Brady Bunch movie that's like super sketchy and like, why the hell did anyone ever make that?
I'm almost positive she's their stepbrother.
I'm pretty sure that he works for her dad.
We'll have to look into this one, guys. But
I feel like I'm right.
the show on Netflix is called Living with Yourself. And basically, Paul Rudd goes in to a spa, a clinic, and he goes in there for this rejuvenating therapy that's supposed to make him a better all-around person. And then he wakes up in a plastic bed, buried alive. Goes back to his house, finally, and realizes that he has been cloned. This clone has all of his memories, and it ruins his life.
Yeah, and we're not going to say much more than that.
Chaos
we probably
ensues.
already said, what?
Chaos ensues.
Yeah, we probably already said too much, but it is
That'll happen
really,
in, like,
really good.
literally the first 10 minutes of the show, and I think that was in the previews.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that Netflix does
So
that
hopefully
preview
not
thing.
Hashtag spoiler alert for you, but
It was really, really good. The only other thing I really want to touch on is that Pizza Hut, I don't know if you ever got this, but I didn't. This is like a whole new thing we're going to try to do. We might call it Foodie Fix, Foodie Focus.
yeah.
We're not really sure, but we have always been really, really obsessed with staying on top of new foods that are out. And not even specifically local, but even fast food,
foods.
drinks, whatever. So and then I was like, why aren't we just like making it a point to always bring this up?
Yeah.
Because we go out and do this.
And Pizza Hut, I'm not even sure if they're around. I think there's one in like East Syracuse. But they have some really inventive pizzas. They had a Cheez-It pizza, which it looks like a giant Cheez-It, but it's stuffed.
Really?
Yeah, it's like stuffed with cheese. Basically like a calzone, but it was like a Cheez-It
Is
outing.
there not a goddamn Pizza Hut in this area?
Well, there was one in Mattadale for my entire life.
I know,
One
me
of the
too.
business a
Book
couple
it.
years ago.
You read a book and you get a free pizza. Book
Yeah.
it. I went to Roxborough.
We went there like every half day that we had for the buffet. That was my shit. But
I guess if I didn't realize we didn't have one, but I guess if we can. Wait, there's one in Cicero still. That one's still standing.
okay, sure.
The one near Copper Top.
The Wing Street one, yeah.
Technically North Syracuse.
I've only been there once.
Okay, Pizza Hut, North Syracuse / Cicero, whichever you call it, brought back the stuffed garlic knots pizza. So the thing is, the crust is garlic knots, and it looks bomb. It was out in 2016, and now it's back in 2019.
Stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut, even though it's not like high quality pizza, is some of my favorite pizza
It just
in the world.
makes it.
I've never had the garlic knot stuffed crust, but I am interested and looking forward to getting one.
Ah! So the other thing is, obviously during the holiday time, y'all might not know this, but my mom's been on it for probably a good 10 years, and Lee didn't really know too much until I brought them into his life, gave him one, and then said, don't eat any of the rest that are in this box because they're pricey and only out during the holidays. I think they brought them back a little bit earlier for me this year. The white chocolate covered Oreos, and they're like $4 or $5 a box. And you don't get as much as you would in a regular package of Oreos. So I always tell Lee, when I say you can have one, you can have one. Because I'm not kidding. That sounds rude AF, but
It's your treat.
they're out
And
for 1 or 2 months and they are pricey.
if she gave me free reign on it, I would honestly probably eat the whole box.
That's
before
my
she got
point.
one. So I don't blame her too much about it.
So Oreos in January 2020 are going to have new flavors: chocolate, marshmallow, and caramel coconut.
My mother is totally against this.
Nah!
If they are anything
Karen.
but chocolate cookie with the regular cream inside. She
Not
does
double
not
stuff.
think that it should
Nothing.
be called an Oreo. She's an Oreo purist.
She says it's not a real Oreo.
But for me, I'm looking forward to it. Both of these flavors sound really nice. I also think that if you cracked one side of each of them open and you put them together, the
Ooh.
chocolate marshmallow with the caramel coconut would be bomb.
You think the caramel coconut is like the Girl Scout Samoa?
I hope so. They're my favorite Girl Scout cookie.
Those are mine too. Oh no. Actually, no. What's the newest one that they had out last year that I bought at Stella's? Stop. Don't make fun of me. Was it s'more?
Yes, I did have s'more cookies.
Oh, I love the s'more one too. Samoa and s'more. Mm-hmm. And like I said, there was this one when I was a Girl Scout. It was out limited time. It was a frosted like jelly type of one.
I think I had those once.
I forget the name.
My favorite were the old school peanut butter ones. Remember those? They were like almost like Nutter Butters, but they were round. They were good. I really.
They still have those.
Do they?
The peanut butter sandwiches.
I don't know.
That's what they're called.
They totally changed.
I was #1 Girl Scout cookie seller in my day, so I should know.
I've seen the patch.
Yes, I found them. My mom made me clean out her basement, which is called the hole, because you can barely walk under it. You have to like bend way down, and yeah, if you look up, then you crack your head open.
Yeah.
But I found a bunch of my old stuff, and I found my, like 150 plus Girl Scout cookie selling boxes.
So more fast food.
Stuff you need.
Some more new fast food releases.
Oh my
McD's Snickerdoodle McFlurry, which is the first new flavor of McFlurry in 7 years, is out now. We have not tried it yet.
Only a limited time. The only thing we've gotten so far, because McD's had that, 40-year Happy Meal toy thing, and we went out and got stuff that were like nostalgic toys that we used to get when we were kids, 80s, 90s toys, 2000s even. We got the Caramel Cookie Crunch Iced Latte. That came out in the beginning of November, because I'm just like on this. I want to try it all, waste all my money. Oops. That's very good. So this Snickerdoodle is one of the best cookies besides chocolate chip M&M. So I really want to find out. And I'm thinking about how we're getting to the end, and I'm reading this. I'm thinking, are we going to go get one tonight or what? Like, am I going to go send you out?
I'm fine with that.
I might get a large. Is there a large McFlurry?
I'm sure we could share a large.
No, I'm not sharing a large. I want my own large. I don't share.
So we have that. We also are going to do a new Mountain Dew flavor, which we've been.
There's like 2 out, so we might do a collab type of thing.
Yes, and we've had that in our refrigerator for a couple weeks, so it's been out. Kind of old news, but we'll still.
No, but there's another new one out, because we're gonna make a road trip to FYE, because there is no FYEs.
Yes, or we can order them online.
Okay.
Either way.
We'll figure it out.
So we have a couple new Mountain Dew flavors. They seem to be coming out with those every few months now.
We did a time lapse of our Christmas tree decorating, so we'll be out with that. That's what's we're almost at the end of 2020. We're definitely going to be busting out some best ofs.
Best of the decade lists, including best artist, best album, best song of the decade, best
movies, whatever.
Yeah.
Local and nation.
Yeah.
So if you have any ideas, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up with. First of all, if you call it dressing, let us know.
We won't judge you. We just want to know why.
We might unfriend you. Just joking.
Wow.
Let us know what is your favorite dish to bring to Thanksgiving. If you have a favorite beer or wine that you like to drink with Thanksgiving, we want to hear about it. Maybe we'll go out and buy it and try it for ourselves.
Oh, you just reminded me. I'm on the list. There was a sign-up list my grandma busted out for Thanksgiving. I gotta bring the champagne too, not just the green bean casserole, because we're having mimosas. I think we have mimosas like anytime we're together. It's not just like a thing, like a Thanksgiving thing. It's like anytime I see my family, we have mimosas.
Definitely. And if you hear about an exciting new fast food treat that you want us to review,
shout out to
we'll
the
do it.
foodies.
Let us know. We are going to try to completely rehab the show and get new stuff going in 2020. So we are excited for the new year and the next month. We're going to have a lot of content for you. So keep tuned.
Keep it interesting. It's been real.
It's been fun.
Keeping it interesting with Lee and Z. Hey!